In a passage in Romans chapter 11, we're going to be looking at the first few verses and then some verses from verse 29 onwards that talk about the fact that Paul, whilst a Jew, was doing lots of preaching to people who were beyond the community of Israel, and he was making an argument that the disobedience or the reluctance of the Jewish people, in a sense, to fulfill their calling had given an opportunity for those who were outside of that group to actually come in and have a response, and that was going to just be a window of opportunity, in a sense, that would create a jealousy in the Jews and the Jews themselves would then want to come in and become followers of Jesus, as Paul had become. But it's quite an interesting idea, and he wants to say that the calling and the gifts of God are irrevocable. That is to say, just because you don't respond initially doesn't mean that they disappear or that it's a limited time offer. It stands there. You're called in a particular direction, you've been given particular opportunities, and those opportunities are there while ever you have breath in your lungs, as it were, to make a response. And so Paul is saying the Jews have been slow to take that up. That slowness has created an opportunity for those who are outside of that community, that nation, and the fact that those from outside that community and nation are now taking up the opportunity to become the people of God, that's going to make the Jewish people jealous, such that they will now take up that opportunity. So, it's interesting thoughts, hey? But what's really fascinating is that Paul is redefining what it means to be of the people of God. It's no longer about the blood that runs in your veins. It's about a heart disposition in relation to God. And we've kind of known this for a long time. It makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, it's a radical departure from the assumptions that preceded St. Paul's view. And even today, we find it very easy to want to categorize people according to their stated allegiances or some kind of external markers, whereas I think what Paul's really saying is you can tell from the heart, you can tell from the way people live and behave. It's not about being a Jew or a Greek or a slave or free person or even a man or a woman, all those primary identity markers that we look to. None of those things are the issue. The issue is what's going on in your heart and how are you treating the people around you, no matter what they are, whether Jew or Greek, slave or free, male or female. So Paul has a unique take on all of that, and we're going to explore that at Mustard Seed on Sunday. I'm quite confident that Graham Tutt did a good job teaching you on Sunday, and I have yet to listen to the audio, though Ian has sent it to me, so I will be listening later today. Thank you, Graham, for doing that, and we'll take up the conversation when I see you on Sunday. God bless. Stay faithful.